So what we're doing today is to get 7810 out so we can I can get it out. So that this can go in the grain cart and the 7800 can go on the round baler. There, I just needed two hands to put that back in. But, you know, it's a shame, you know, that nobody wants to work. You know, it puts more stress on the people that have jobs because they have to pick up more shifts or work more hours or say no to their loved ones because their job is robbing them of their family time, things like that. Yeah, it's, you know, I know people that have had to, you know, just say, hey, you know, at this point my job is more important than you. But, you know, it is what it is, and it's a shame that people like us, you know, anybody that works actually has to pick up more shifts because of the lazy people in the world that don't want to pull their weight and give it their best, put in effort. Not even a friggin' 3-year-old toolbox and a seal starting to come off of it. Yeah. Lovely. Just lovely. But you know what? Just cheap manufacturing. Ain't nothing a little black yak silicone can't fix when I get time. Yeah. Take the grain cart back. I was going to fill the creep feeder. That's why I'm backed up there. Just work with what employees you got. Treat them right, and they'll do 110%. Treat them poorly, well, they won't be as efficient. Got my buckets filled to go out to the, to go out to the little feeder. We somehow ended up with a very unique situation. I don't really know how to explain it as I'm looking at this going, how did this happen? Yeah, one of the feedlot heifers was pregnant. How did this come about? We have no idea. But she's preggo. Was, and had a nice little baby calf. I knew something didn't look right when I went to go put the grain cart away this morning. I was looking, I'm like, huh? That don't look right. So I had to do a double take. Well, sure enough, little calfie was born. She gonna get hauled down to the other barn. So that way we can put her and the calf in the pen where the nursery is all set up and everything. I don't know why we just couldn't let her in here. I mean, it's basically the same setup as to bottom barn. She's got access to water and feed, but I don't know. It is what it is. Just a really unusual situation. Tractor was thirsty. We gave it something to drink. In the 6120, literally 2 seconds after I got done making the last video, we are in progresso of the next video. So what we're doing today, well, I guess I can run down here and get these bales here, is we are in this John Deere 6120. I don't know if you guys were able to see to your right, we brought the 7810 back this morning. That's all the further in that range I can go. We're going to move some around the bales. It's too bad that I don't own one of them drone flying contraptional airplane looking thingies, but you know, I don't honestly think something like that is for me. It is what it is. It's just what's going to have to happen is I don't own a drone. Would I like to? Yeah, I think that'd be pretty darn cool to, you know, just play around with. I really do. I think that, you know, with the way that technology and things like that have helped make YouTubers' videos better than just freehanding or putting video, or just putting the camera on a metal surface and letting the camera run. I mean, those are all good places, good ways to show the YouTube audience what is going on. But then there are things like drones and things like that that enable the content creator to, what's the word? Broaden the horizon with more ways that he can present the content to his or her followers. That's a pretty good idea, but it's not for everyone. I don't know, maybe someday I'll get a drone. Like I said, they are pretty daggone cool. But my abilities, I think you have to have a license to fly them, don't you? Or is that to only go above a certain, what is it, a certain height in altitude? I'm not exactly sure, and if there is somebody out there that can educate me, I would greatly appreciate it, because I don't know if I'm just talking to blibber blabber or if I'm actually making sense about said topic. I would like to learn more about my question being, do you have to have a license to fly one of them things? Yes, I know you can Google the question, but that is artificial. But the answer is artificially intelligently altered. Okay? Yes, I do stumble with big words, but it is what it is. So what I'm going to do is start all the way in the back of the field. Well, I can clearly see that I got 2 more bales, one all the way back up at the road, and then one right here, and then one to your guys' right coming out. So I'm going to start all the way at the back of the field and just keep on going. Keep on moving the bales, because that's what you do. I'm starting to feel more comfortable with this 6120 the more that I run it. What I've learned is when you are using the transmission, the splitter, and let's say you're in like B2, and you want to go from the high side and split it into the low side, and then you go into the reverse side, or reverse of the transmission, what'll happen is it won't split it. When you go into reverse, it'll just utilize one whole gear. That 3-2. It won't split second gear. It will, you know, just leave it in the whole gear when it goes into reverse. With that being said, when you go forward is when I like to split my gears. So B2, I can split that down to like B1.5, or however that would work. See there, I just did my split. It's a really simple transmission once you get the hang of it. Now, there are some advantages and some disadvantages. Like, you have to clutch in between your, like every range, you have to clutch, and then every gear, you have to clutch as well. It is not like the 7200, 7800, 7810 that are power shift or power quad transmissions. Okay? Those transmissions, you do not need to clutch to go into every gear like you do the 6120. Couple of drawbacks to that kind of style of transmission is you do not have every gear for every job on a power quad transmission. Let's say, for example, I could set this transmission to, you know, A1 and then split it on the low side. So technically, it'll go, in forward gear, when I split it, 1/2 mile an hour. Okay? With a power quad and power shift, you don't have that ability. It's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, stay out of his way. I'm just going to go right around to the back side of that grain cart. So that way we don't get all tangled up here. Actually, I'll just go like this here. Since I got this bale here I've been staring at for, I don't know, the last couple of minutes. I'm going to take and pick my loader up. So that way, if need be, okay, and just like that, it worked out just fine. Come in here, stab this bale. The reason why I'm coming in off the high side is because if I were to come in opposite how I am now, I would be running over straw, and it would be no good. So you guys are probably asking yourselves, why is the 7810 on the grain cart? What's wrong with this MD100? Well, it's quite simple. The 7810 is not set up for the Bale Command Plus for the round bale. If you do not have the Bale Command Plus, you can't run a 648 round baler or a New Holland baler that is like it without the plug that goes from the Bale Command Plus to the round baler. That is why we cannot round bale with the 7810. At the time of when we bought the 7800, we decided that the 7200 at the time was our main haymaking tractor. We then decided, well, we're going to need a spare tractor to make hay with. And at the time, the 7800, when it came to the farm, we made that our backup tractor for making hay. Okay? We since then, when we bought the 7810 in 2017, I think, we just thought that, you know, 2 tractors with the Bale Command Plus adapter plug was enough. Would it be nice if we could bale hay with the 7810 as well as the other 2 Deeres? Absolutely. But you cannot round bale hay with duals on. I don't care what anybody says. all you will do is just tramp down hay. That the round baler will never get picked back up. So that is why we did what we did as far as playing musical tractors to make things work. Plus that 7800 looks good on that round baler anyhow. I'm not saying that the 7810 would look bad, but the 7800 has just been on it for so many years that you kind of just get accustomed to the way that it looks. Like I said, would it be nice to have the Bale Command Plus for the 7810? Absolutely. But it's not in the budget to go out and buy the other plug end that plugs from the Bale Command Plus monitor to the baler. It wouldn't make any sense. So that's why we're doing it that way. The way that we did. Plus two, I just realized with this John Deere 6120, well, it's not with this tractor, it's with them all. These loader tractors. What you don't want to do when you are carrying a bale is different in hay versus straw. What you don't want to do is get going so fast through the field that what will happen is, instead of a nice round bale, it will start to get all egg shaped and everything, you know, and we don't want that with our bales. They won't stack, and there is a greater likelihood after you set them down, when they are in that configuration, being all wonky and everything, that, you know, what's the word? Misshapen. That, and I just lost a bale. Oh well. We'll just stop here and get another. That's the only bad thing with this spear, is it does not draw them towards the tractor like it does at Heston. It picks them up more level, which is a pain in the butt, because you'll be going down through the field and whoop, where'd my bale go? You can go up the slightest grade and still lose your bale. Is it a pain in the butt at times? Absolutely. But you just gotta pick and choose where you drive through the field to avoid the grades and whatnot. You guys can kind of see how that bale on the front is getting a little marshmallow, a little smushed, if you might. We don't want that. That is why I'm going at a nice, comfortable, 6.2, 6.5. We don't need to be going at no 9 mile an hour, 10 mile an hour. We just need to be going at the most efficient speed for the ground conditions. In this case, since we're utilizing the loader on the front to move bales, so we don't want to mess the bales up, we're going at a comfortable speed. We're not wasting time as to be inefficient, but we are keeping the wheels turning. And that's what must happen in farming, is you must keep the wheels a-turning. So I'll get back to picking the bales up of here, and we'll join back up with you a little bit. What in the world? That was flat ground even. Huh. So we're gonna move the cart down there, so that way Pete don't have so far to travel, and we can make better time that way. Hopefully the combine doesn't get a tummy ache tonight and get sick. We don't want that. So I got 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then however many way over there on the other side. Pete got the combine out and he's doing good. I should say, the machine hasn't had an upset stomach yet today, so that be good. So we got this pile all done. Semi's here. I don't know what's going on with that combine down there, but all that I know is my name's Travis, and I'm gonna keep on moving around bales. So this is why I hate this 3-point bale spear thingy. No matter what you're doing, the frickin' bales always fall off or slide off. Stupid ass design. And that be it. Got the last bale, 2 bales I should say, and then we is done. You're up, bro. Oh no.